happens to the mainstream media, you would think the anti-war movement is over. Is it over, people? You know, today marking the 5th anniversary of the invasion of Iraq, at the same time that vets of both wars and occupations in Afghanistan and Iraq are speaking out in the Winter Soldier hearings. Hearings that, like anti-war actions, are ignored by the mainstream media to ensure that the war does not remain a key issue in the presidential election and that opposition to war is hidden. They divert our attention. If you pay for the bombs, if you pay for the jet fighters, if you pay for the troops there, you are paying for the death and destruction.
I see a sign there that says U.S. out of Iraq, no war in Iran. What about Afghanistan? Did you forget about Afghanistan? I came from a land of tragedy called Afghanistan, which U.S. and its allies occupied our country under the name of democracy, women's rights, and human rights.
The people are dead. So many Iraqis are just homeless, without education. Just be specific. Don't use cluster bombs. Using cluster bombs kills more than just that one person you want to kill. It kills everybody else. So.
In the name of democracy and peace, dear friends, I'm so honored to join you on behalf of my people in this protest against war today. The situation in Afghanistan and Iraq prove this claim that the U.S. policy is a mockery of democracy and mockery of war and terror.
It's hard to have faith in the country when you see what's going on.
Stop meeting like this. We have to take our country back.
Yeah!
We have to take our country back from the liars and the thieves and the criminals that are running Washington today. We have to take our country back from the people who've created the situation where 1 out of every 100 American adults is in prison as we speak. We have to take our country back from the people who champion killing our citizens in death chambers across this country.
You know what? They love this. It takes pressure off the pressure cooker. Well, I did my part. I'm exhausted. I'll go home now and smoke a joint. That's it. We haven't stopped any fucking war. They're asking another 20 billion, another 100 billion, a million Iraqis. Oh, sorry, little children. I wouldn't even bring a child here. Too distressing. Good for you. I wouldn't even bring a kid to these things.
This is the only world, this is the only country that we can absolutely annihilate our enemies and turn around and rebuild them. And so they need to be thankful instead of being so hateful for this country. We actually rebuild Iraq. Most of these women walking around here wouldn't even couldn't live in Iraq or Iran 50 years ago. Do you think everything is a big conspiracy? Do you think there's black helicopters following you around all the time? Buddy, you're not that worth it. The government is going to not spend and tap your phone and send black helicopters. You're not that worth of a big person. Not at all. You don't think they have bigger fish than a guy like you? Come on. Come on.
Probably they do.
Have you been smoking marijuana or crack or something?
No, I haven't. Have you?
Do you think the government is going to invest all this money in a schmuck like you that's going to tap your phones, tap your internet. Come on now. This is America. This is America. They're probably doing more things than you give them credit for. It's guys like you. It's guys like you that would probably pull the sidearm away from the police department. Not at all. You need to bring up something. Bring up a legitimate point.
This is not a discussion. You just holler, 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 and he can't get a word in.
Well, this ain't the Jerry Springer program, my man. This is the sidewalk of Los Angeles.
Today's an anniversary. We're all out here to protest against the war, bring it to an end.
By the U.S. empire, where Barack and Hillary are not going to bring it into this. We need a whole different kind of society. We need a whole different world. A revolutionary state, a revolutionary society that's heading towards communism, a world free of exploitation.
Anybody out there want to give us a hand during conference?
No justice, no peace. The U.S. out of the Middle East. No justice, no peace.
Tired of people dying for five people's agenda. That's why we're here.
The U.S. out of the Middle
I'm a Vietnam veteran. I've been in a wheelchair for 40 years because of the Vietnam War.
I'm just a veteran and I'm here to support peace.
I'm here to stop this war.
Bring everybody home. Reparations for the Iraqis too.
Bring the troops home so that other young men and women don't have to come back in wheelchairs like me.
No justice.
I want peace. I want love. I want an end to this war. And I believe in a more beautiful country. I believe in a country that cooperates and practices diplomacy. We've got to make friends, not enemies. We've never been stronger. We've never been stronger. I've never felt more positive. And I encourage everyone to raise your voice in protest against this war and to march in the streets of this country to end this war. Bring our soldiers home. Bring them home now. Give peace a chance.
What this is a conspiracy. You guys believe in every conspiracy.
Why would anybody want to talk to these people? What am I missing? Does somebody think that somebody over here understands the realities of life? In fairness to the other side, this isn't it. The other side has a respectable point of view. It's not these guys.
How many more lives have to go before this is all over? How many more years do we got to come out? How many of you have to grow up out here marching before this is all over?
I don't know. I mean, everybody's here. What the hell? I'm here. It's not going to do anything. It hasn't done anything. It's 5 years of war. 1 million people are dead. 1 million people. They destroyed Iraq. It's history. Now we're going into Iran. Another top general just quit. What they do is like Rumsfeld and that, when it gets too hot, they retire and go into another part of the administration.
You're criminals. What we can do about it?
I don't know. It's been like this forever. America's never really existed. It's never real. It tried to exist, but it never really did. The Federal Reserve Act, the IRS isn't even American. It's a private bank. It's a private bank, exactly.
Now, do we want to stop this war?
No, I can't. That was loud enough. You gotta do it one more time. If your voice isn't gone by the end of today, you're not screaming loud enough.
Do we want to stop this war?
It's a beautiful day to be doing just this. Coming out into the streets and making our voices be heard. So let me hear you